Hello guys, I'd like to demonstrate you the app that I developed recently. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to basically emulate a group discussion round between all these three models, right? Generally what happens is there'll be a group of candidates and there's going to be one interviewer who will be observing the candidates, and the interviewer is going to give a topic of his or her interest, right? And the candidates have to speak about the topic, and they'll have to speak and also give turns to others, basically. But how they take turn itself is random, right? Now, the main objective of this group discussion is to observe their thought process, how eloquent and how smooth their transition is, right? When they have to generate the content on the fly, right? But my idea of doing this with respect to large language models is the opposite, right? Ideally, a large language model, let's say that it is given a topic and it is asked to generate the response in accordance with the original topic given to it in the first place, is it has to stick with that topic. It should not change, right? Unlike humans, because it has memory in it. But this experiment, basically what I've done is, let's say that I originally give a topic, let's say all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. This is a problem, general problem. And I give this topic, starting topic, to model A, right? The model A is going to generate a response based on the topic that is given to it. And this response will be fed randomly to model A, B or C for that matter, right? And based on this response, one of these models would infer a topic, and then based on the inferred topic, the model is going to generate the response, and this response would once again be fed to any of these three models, and it has to infer the topic and generate the response, and this goes on for a specified number of iterations. So this is the experiment that I have developed, and I've developed this using Python, and I've developed this using Streamlit framework for UI, rapid UI development. Now you have parameters that you can change, right? This is the randomness in the response, right? And this is the max tokens that it would generate, right? Same goes for Gemini and the max tokens. And I want to make Llama, right, the most random one. This is an open source model. I wanted to experiment it this way, and the least number of tokens as well, right? With this set, right, I'll start this experiment. So what I'll do is I'll basically give it a topic, right? All that glitters is not gold. So this is the original topic. I'll do this for maybe 8 iterations, right? And let's see if it's actually getting deviated, right, from the topic. So I'm expecting the models to originally follow the path, and some point down the line, I expect these models to go astray, right? And the intention of this application is to experiment. I don't know what is going to be the consequence, and if it is indeed digressing, then that is something that we could hold as a ground to basically evaluate these models for its intactness, right, when it's generating the response. So I'm starting the experiment. So you can see that immediately Llama is shooting a response. The phrase "all that glitters is not gold" is a timeless idiom. It's basically generating the response. Now this response is again Llama is chosen as a model again out of the three randomly. See, the original phrase is "all that glitters is not gold." From the response it generated, again Llama was able to infer a topic, appearance versus reality. Now it is close to "all that glitters is not gold," but it is entirely different, if you could see. In terms of wording, again, not in terms of content. Content it is close enough. Now this response is again fed to ChatGPT, right? The survey is not being received by appearance. It is generating content. Let's see what it is inferring, right? The facade of perfection that is being inferred by Gemini model, right? For facade of perfection. And in accordance with this, right, it is generating response. Now again, the original topic was all that glitters is not gold, and appearance versus reality, although it is contextually right. Now you can see a slight difference, facade of perfection. This is due to the randomness, right, in its response. Appearance versus reality, again it is from Lama. Again it is from Lama. Now this, it is able to still stick with the original topic, and it is again given to ChatGPT. Appearance versus reality on social media response. Now you can see it is slightly digressing, right? So far it is very generic. Appearance versus reality is a timely and relevant issue to today's society, and it goes on so on and so forth, blah blah blah. Particularly in the age of social media, probably this is an instance where it has influenced the downstream response. Appearance versus reality on social media response. Now from a generic topic, it is becoming a much more specific topic with regards to social media, right? Response, again I guess it's sticking with the original topic. Issue of within on social media is a complex, pervasive one in today's society, and yeah, you can see it is now changing. Social media and reality, right? The issue of appearance versus reality on social media. The social media platforms to showcase their beliefs. See, now it is completely different, right? Social media reality. We started with all that glitters is not gold. Now we've come to a response that is inferred topic, social media reality, right? And then from social media reality, it goes to the filtered facade, social media reality. Now this is further going to influence the downstream model, right? Impact of social media on mental health, right? See, again, all of this is close enough, but you can see, right, it is actually emulating how a humans would perceive a particular topic. So initially, let's say three friends are discussing about a topic. Let's say they talk about the negative impact of cigarette as a habit, right? Now, initially, they'll start with having cigarettes on a daily basis. What is the benefits? What is the downside? All of that, right? And slowly, they'll talk about the tobacco industry. From their tobacco industry, they'll digress to corruption. Now, all of this is interrelated, but somewhere down the line, right, they'll digress from the original topic in the first place. That's exactly what is happening with these LLMs as well, with these all randomness and the tokens that it is going to generate. I could further do randomness, that is for each of the iteration I could randomly have a max tokens and temperature parameters changed, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to keep these standard for all the iteration. Right now, latest topic is in iteration 8, the impact of social media on mental health, and then negative impact on mental health, and then topic social media and mental health. Now, at the end, I've basically done a small function which will summarize all the topics that are discussed. So, topic evolution, right? So it started with all that glitters is not good, and then it went on to appearance versus reality, and then in today again it's inferring directly from appearance versus reality, and it's continuing the response. Same here, appearance versus reality till iteration 3, it's all good. Even in iteration 4, it's good, appearance versus reality. And then from end of 4th iteration, you can see appearance versus reality on social media. This is the exact point where from a generic proverb, it is becoming very, very specific. And then appearance versus reality on social media response, some more hallucination here. social media and reality. That is a new topic. Appearance of reality on social media response, and then social media and reality. Social media and reality again. Sixth response. Social media reality. And then social media reality, and then impact of social media on mental health with the seventh iteration. So it is now coming to mental health, right? And then social impact of social media on mental health, and then social media and mental health, right? At the end of eighth iteration, this is the topic, right? Upon which it generated the response. Now, this sounds very familiar, right? So I'm not sure how many of you have heard about this game called Chinese Whisper, where 10 people stand in a line, and the game is pretty interesting, the psychological game. So a person would whisper something on the first person's ear, and that first person has to whisper the same information to the adjacent person, to his or her right. Right, so and it goes on till the last person, in this case the 10th person, and the 10th person has to give out the message publicly. Right, now the most interesting part is, it is very likely that he or she would give out a message, would shout out a message which is very different from what was whispered in the first person's ear, right? Which is the most funny and entertaining part of the game. And in essence, that is actually what had happened here with all these models, right? Talking with each other, right? Basically, this experiment, what I've done is, I've allowed these models to talk with each other, and the models have generated these response based on the topic it was able to infer from its adjacent model. So that said, right, I'd like to conclude this demonstration. I would anyways commit the code, the whole code in the GitHub, and I'll make the GitHub link available to all of you, right, for you guys to access and enjoy this app, deploying that in your environment, respective environments. Right now, I'm running this in localhost, right? I don't have any plans to launch this in Streamlit Gallery. But having said that, I'll make the code available to you guys, right, for you guys to access and maybe experiment with this app in your leisure time. So thanks a lot for listening to me. I hope you like this demonstration.